Everywhere you turn in China today are signs of soaring ambition, skyscrapers and gleaming new subway systems, superstores, and at the back of IKEA in Dalian, China's worst-kept military secret, its first aircraft carrier under construction, almost ready to set sail. Soon to be the flagship of a rapidly expanding naval fleet, it dwarfs everything else the People's Liberation Army has.
From high up here, you get a pretty good view. Now, it may not be the most advanced of aircraft carriers, but for China, it represents a significant leap forward. And for China's leaders, having one is a status symbol. It advertises China's rise as a new great power and its desire to project that power far beyond China's own borders.
This is where it began life, built as the Varyag in the dockyards of the Soviet Union more than 20 years ago. It was never completed, and as the Soviet Navy was cut up for scrap, a Chinese company bought the rusting shell of the Varyag and towed it all the way round the world, claiming it wanted to turn it into a floating casino. Instead, an army of workers have laboured for 5 years to transform the old Soviet hull into China's newest weapon of war. And in a sign of the shifting balance in the world, it's getting ready to be launched just as budget cuts have left Britain without an aircraft carrier.
An aircraft carrier is a symbol of the power of your navy. China should at least be on the same level as other members of the UN Security Council who have carriers. It is also a symbol of deterrence. It's like saying, don't mess with me. Don't think you can bully me.
Watching closely is the US Navy. It has 11 carriers of its own, and since the Second World War, its battle fleets have roamed the Pacific unchallenged. Not only is China building its carrier, it's also investing in missiles, submarines and aircraft that can threaten America's ships.
This first carrier will be followed by at least 4 more. 2 of them will be non-nuclear powered, and then 2 coming along, likely in the early 2020s, will be nuclear powered. And this will just be the beginning.
The shift will take time. Meanwhile, in a field in central China is a replica of the country's new carrier. Nearby, farmers work their land. It's thought this facility may be used to train the ship's crews and test its systems before it puts to sea. The real vessel, too, will probably be used to train up a fleet of Chinese naval fighter pilots, as China may build up to 4 more aircraft carriers, because this is just the start of China's naval ambitions. David Maticus, BBC News, Dalian.